Hello, sister. So I'm really sorry that you're not feeling good. I know how much a cold sucks, and this is like, I think you said the second time you've had one since this year started, so that's not fun. I'm sorry, and I wish you felt better. So I hope today is just a day of rest after school's done, and that you can go home and go sleep and get better. I don't really have anything to talk about either. I know we've both kind of run into this because, well, I cut my bangs. That's the topic. They're a little shorter than they were before. But that's not a topic, really. I think my problem, the reason I don't really have much to talk about, is because a lot of my progress lately has been kind of, I know my problem's been internal, but now my progress is kind of internal. Like, it's really small things at the moment. Like, last week I had, like, this really big breakthrough, and like I said, I'm not really comfortable talking about it. Not because, I mean, it's not that I don't want to jinx it. Like, I'm trying to get over that idea of, like, oh, don't jinx it by talking about good things, but more along the lines of, I don't really know how to process it yet. So I think that's something that's interesting, because recovery is something that, like an anxiety disorder itself, needs to be processed. So, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm feeling okay, and that's strange for me, and really weird, and I'm not quite sure how to deal with that. So it comes back to the idea that I think I mentioned in January, something like that, about coping with good feelings as much as we have to know how to cope with bad ones. And at this point, I have to learn how to cope with recovering, and it's strange. And I know there's going to be relapses, and I know there are worse days, and there are days where I don't feel like I've made any progress, or I feel like I'm backtracking. But overall, I think the general trajectory has been upwards. And while that's good, and I'm glad, at the same time, I don't really know how to handle it that much. Like, one of the things that's been happening a lot is, you know, generally I'd be having a lot of anxiety all the time, so I'd be tired, and I really wouldn't have a whole lot of room to get bored. And now I'm having, like, hours or even days where I don't feel as much anxiety as I'm used to. And so I'm not quite sure how to fill up that time. I don't feel upset. I feel bored. And that's weird for me and unusual. Like, I've always been used to boredom being paired with anxiety, and me being bored of my anxiety disorder. And now I'm genuinely having moments where I'm like, I'm bored. Not because I'm upset, but because I have nothing to do. And that's strange. And something I'm going to have to get used to, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get past that and how to find things to do and occupy myself now that I'm starting to have gaps in my time that aren't filled with anxiety. So learning to process that is really interesting. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't have much to talk about either. I might have more to talk about next week. I'm going to go hang out with my friends this weekend, and I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff, so hopefully I'll have some things to talk about then. For now, I want to show you the really pretty sunset we're having. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. No, you can't see it because I have a shitty camera. Oh well. Anyways. Yeah, so I really do hope you feel better. You should text me this weekend, let me know. And I'm going to figure out something to talk about. I promise. I'm going to go, I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to think about it. The kitten's playing at my feet. Hi, kitten. So yeah. Okay, I love you a lot. This has been 4 minutes of me talking about almost nothing. Sorry. I will come up with something better to talk about, because I do have things I want to talk about. I just have to sit down and kind of process them and figure out how I can talk about them in a way that, oh, don't drop the phone, in a way that's meaningful for you and for me and for anybody else who's watching this. So, yeah, I hope you're having a good day. I hope today is better than yesterday, and I love you a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.